Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins from the NAFB convention. And thank you to our sponsors, including Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, also Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, Wisconsin Farmers Union Osteoplastics, and Synergy Co-op. And joining us right now is Jill Soderstrom. She is a milk replacer solution specialist with Land O'Lakes and Purina Ag Feeds, and Synergy Co-op, our dealer in northwest Wisconsin for Purina Feeds. And Jill, thanks for joining us. We're going to talk a little bit about calf management. And you do a lot of training with not only sales, but even with farmers. We're getting into the winter, and obviously we'll have calving season coming up here just around the corner. What are some of the things that the farmers need to be doing to make sure they have healthy calves? Because healthy calves lead to healthy cows, which leads to healthy milk and better milk production.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think one of the first things to do is minimizing negative impacts on the calf. But once you've managed those kind of things, I think the second most important thing is actually supporting the calf through feed. And one of the biggest ways you can support that calf is by supporting their microbiome.
And so how do you do that?
So first of all, obviously you need to start with a good plan of nutrition. You have to make sure that calf is getting adequate calories. And then on top of that, we can actually feed different technologies that are going to support that nutrition. And we can feed things like probiotics and prebiotics, and those are actually going to make sure that that calf has a healthy microbiome, and that's going to impact the calf in many different ways.
How will that affect the calf?
So when we feed things like prebiotics and probiotics, we can have a wide range of impact. So those bugs that we're adding to the gut can actually help improve the digestibility of the calf, so that calf will have better feed efficiency. And then those bugs can also be used in that animal to prevent pathogens from making that calf sick. So they can actually help reduce things like E. coli and salmonella that calf might come into. So we're going to have a calf that utilizes energy better and then isn't fighting off illnesses.
We are talking with Jill Soderstrom. She is a milk replacer solution specialist with Purina Feeds with Senex Land O'Lakes. Again, reminder, Synergy Co-op, our Purina Feeds dealer in northwest Wisconsin. And so, Jill, what are some of the ways that farmers and some of them with the milk replacer can get those positive bacteria into those calves?
Yeah, so we have a couple different products in our product line that contain what we call our microbiome products. And so we have a couple different product options that contain those prebiotics and probiotics that would allow those producers to feed those directly. And we also have a product called Calf Ensure that allows you to upfront load that into the calf. So you can give that right away to calves that are born the very first day. We can feed that, and we can increase that beneficial effect of kind of when we're starting to grow that microbiome in those baby calves.
And for this, how long do producers need to be using that before they can just switch to regular feed? Is it a couple of months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months?
So it's actually really interesting. When we're talking about calves and affecting the microbiome, we actually see that those first 3 weeks of life, calves are really receptive to changing their microbiome. So if we just have a milk replacer that has a specific probiotic in it, we can actually see that just feeding that probiotic during that milk replacer phase, we actually can see an impact that continues to last. Whereas if you have a cow, you really have to feed a probiotic every single day of her life if you want to make an impact. So just having these probiotics in the milk replacer, we can actually have an impact later in life, even through that starter and grower phase as she gets older.
So again, if you'd like more information on those products as well from Purina Feeds and Senex Land O'Lakes, again, you can chat with the folks over at Synergy Co-op. We are at the NAFB convention. I'm Brian Winnikins for WRDN.